Millions of people want to donate to help the Ukrainian people, but how do you make sure that your donation is actually going there to those in need, and how can you make sure you aren't getting scammed? CNBC personal finance correspondent Sharon Epperson has some tips.
As fighting between Russia and Ukraine intensifies, millions of people around the world are eager to donate supplies and money to support humanitarian relief efforts.
I would recommend going through an established charity.
Nonprofit expert Doug White says the overwhelming desire to help those in need also creates an opportunity for scammers. Gofundme's president says the crowdfunding platform has a team of 80 people to vet individuals and organizations' fundraising campaigns.
It is a reality that fraudulent funds are part of any crisis like this.
How are you assured that your money is getting to the people immediately?
We work with a variety of different partners and payment processing partners, local charitable organizations, even in collaboration with an organization such as the U.S. State Department to understand what are valid recipients on the ground.
GoFundMe says it has raised over $5 million in less than a week for Ukrainian relief efforts and will refund any donations that are misused. Still, many experts say to stay away from appeals from individuals. Stick with established organizations that know how to get aid to people in a crisis zone. Also beware of new charities. They may have good intentions, but no idea how to deliver aid efficiently. And before responding to a request for donations, read reviews about an organization on the Better Business Bureau's Wise Giving Alliance, Charity Navigator, or Charity Watch websites.
The scamming is so sophisticated. It can seem so real, and it can seem so heartbreaking. Do not fall for it.
If you think you see a scam, notify your state attorney general or secretary of state's office. You can find the appropriate contact on the National Association of State Charity Officials website and report it to the Federal Trade Commission and the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. There's so much disinformation, and with the economic sanctions, the potential for pitfalls is even higher, Joe.
And Sharon, while you were talking, and I know that you were going to address this anyway, but I can imagine there's outright scams, which are just unbelievable. But then I can imagine that even some that may pass muster. How do you know that only 40% ends up going to the charity? How do you know that it's not 95% going to who you're actually trying to help? You know, administrative fees and all the things that you read, salaries.
Well, that's
travel.
why it's so important. That's why it's so important, Joe, to go to those websites that already have investigated, have reviews of charities, established charities like Charity Navigator, Charity Watch, and the Better Business Bureau's Giving Alliance, Wise Giving Alliance. Go to those websites and check them out. Also, then go to the website of the company to make sure that you understand how they're getting the relief to the Ukrainian people, to refugees, as soon as possible. You want to work with companies that have already been in a crisis zone, have already had these types of situations that they've dealt with before. There are great new charities out there, but they may not be able to get that money to where it needs to go efficiently.